Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Job 13:15. The book of Job is one of the oldest and most mysterious books in the Bible. It asks the timeless question, why do good people suffer? It takes us into heavenly courts, human suffering, and divine wisdom. And it challenges our understanding of justice, faith, and God's sovereignty. This is not just a story, it's a wrestling match with the deepest questions of life. Let's break it all down. Welcome to Job Explained. Job was a wealthy man from the land of Uz. He had 10 children, thousands of animals, and many servants. More importantly, he was described as blameless, upright, and God-fearing. But everything is about to change, not because of anything Job did wrong, but because of a heavenly test. The scene shifts to heaven, where Satan appears before God. God says, "Have you considered my servant Job?" Satan replies, "Of course he's faithful. You've blessed him. Take it all away and he'll curse you to your face." God allows Satan to test Job, first by taking his wealth and children, then by afflicting his body with painful sores. Job's wife tells him to curse God and die, but Job replies, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" Job 2:10. Through all this, Job does not sin, but now comes the hardest part, the silence of heaven and the confusion of friends. Job's three friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, come to comfort him. At first they sit in silence for 7 days. Then they speak, and their message is clear. "Job, you must have done something wrong." They believe in retribution theology, the idea that God always rewards the good and punishes the wicked. But Job knows he's innocent, and he says something shocking, "Let me speak, and then let come on me what may." Job 13:13. He accuses God of injustice, demands a hearing, and wrestles with despair. A fourth voice emerges, Elihu, younger than the others. He's angry at the friends for misrepresenting God, and at Job for self-righteousness. Elihu says, "Suffering may be discipline, not punishment. God may be using this for growth or refinement, even if we don't understand it." He prepares the stage for the moment we've been waiting for. God speaks. God appears, but not with answers. He asks Job 77 questions, not about Job's suffering but about the wonders of creation. Where were you when I laid the earth's foundations? Can you tame the Leviathan? Do you give the horse its strength? God doesn't explain why Job suffered. Instead, he reveals how vast his wisdom is. Job responds not with argument but with awe and humility. "I had heard of you with my ears, but now my eyes have seen you." In the end, God rebukes the friends for misrepresenting him. Job prays for them, and God restores his fortunes, twice as much as before. But the true victory wasn't material. It was Job's faith that endured, even without understanding. Job didn't get all the answers, but he got God himself, and that was enough. So what can we learn from Job? 1. Suffering is not always punishment. Sometimes it's a mystery. 2. Faith isn't about having answers. It's about trusting through the silence. 3. God's wisdom is greater than our understanding. 4. God meets us in our pain, not always with explanation but with presence. When life hurts and heaven is quiet, the story of Job reminds us we are never alone. Which part of Job's story speaks to you the most? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, even in the storm, God is still there.